Did I tell you about my new T-shirt? Kamala sucks.
No, but she does.
ChadOnBlaze.com. Yeah.
She does.
She is the epitome of Neil Young. She knelt Young. So Neil Young, which I love the memes that immediately came out when he was wanting all of his crap off of Spotify, which, by the way, the artists don't make anything off of Spotify, and the songwriters make like a third of a penny for every stream. So Spotify is not really, you're not getting rich off of Spotify. It's just making a statement, right? And so this whole thing where they're wanting to, pull everybody and do all this stuff. Who was it? Who was the other singer?
Joni Mitchell?
Joni Mitchell.
Oh, dear Lord.
I mean, so
I've heard of her. But
I posted, and I've seen some memes made of this. I said, look, I'm 49 years old. Anybody younger than me, they don't know who Neil Young is. People my age thought he was dead, and the generation above me don't know how Spotify works. So, it probably made the guy, I need to come up with a way to be relevant.
Right.
So if I could figure out a way to do it. But yeah, the WHO director, World Health Organization, love them. They're fantastic.
They're awesome.
Thanks, Neil Young, for pulling his songs off Spotify over Joe Rogan's podcast. So what we have is governmental intervention over free speech. It's because we saw the Biden, his medical guy, his Surgeon General, he came out against Joe Rogan. I mean, so now you have governmental overreach of telling somebody what they can say on a freaking podcast. Yeah. And labeling that as misinformation. Now, if I sat up here, and I loved Rogan's response, by the way, when he did his little video response, when he said, how can you tell me what is misinformation? He goes, I'm sitting down with people from both sides of the argument, and he said, and you're going to tell me this misinformation. He said, so 8 months ago, if you put on there that if you got the vaccine and you said you could still get COVID or you could spread COVID, that would be labeled misinformation. Yes. But now we know that's true. If you got on there and said that cloth masks don't work, they would label that as misinformation. Well, now we know that's not true. If you got on there and said that it started in a Wuhan lab, they would label that misinformation. Now it's on the cover of Newsweek. Right?
Yeah.
So that's just 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And here we go. But, thank God for people like Neil Young standing up against misinformation and inaccuracies around COVID-19. Forget the fact that he was interviewing Dr. Peter McCullough, who has written more articles in his field than any other cardiac doctor in history, and Dr. Malone, who created and holds 9 patents on the mRNA vaccine.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't yahoos like me.